once again urged India and Pakistan to quote-unquote immediately de-escalate clashes. That's the word coming in at this point from the United States Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, and has spoken to his counterparts from both countries over the last couple of days. That's what things have looked like. And in the latest reaction that's come in from the United States, U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio saying, and once again urging India and Pakistan to immediately de-escalate the clashes. Let's go straight across now to our correspondent Susan Teherani. Susan, what more can you share with us about the message coming in from the United States?
So U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio just today on Thursday urged India and Pakistan to take immediate steps to escalate and engage in dialogue, as he pressed Islamabad also to end any support for terrorist groups. Rubio, in calls with the leaders of both countries, quote, emphasized the need for immediate de-escalation. This is according to State Department spokesperson Tammy Bruce.
Right, Susan, just for better understanding of our viewers and just to lay out the context, what the stance and what the message on part of the United States has been. Marco Rubio, of course, has spoken to his counterparts from both sides over the last couple of days, and that's been the messaging that's been coming in from the United States about urging both the countries to engage in dialogue.
Yes, urging both countries to engage in dialogue and to stop the clashes. Of course, President Trump also echoed that message. But he also pressed Islamabad, Pakistan, to end any support for terrorist groups. This is the latest that we're getting today on Thursday. I do want to note that just a few hours back, Rubio also spoke with his counterparts in Saudi Arabia about the India-Pakistan clashes, and we're getting a readout regarding that soon as well. Of course, regional countries are concerned. We do know that President Trump is going to be heading to the Middle East, and this call, while it was part of a call to discuss other topics, we are being told that the Saudis also discussed the situation with Marco Rubio.
All right, we're leaving it there for the moment. Susan Teherani getting us those updates and sharing more details about what the United States messaging has been. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, in the latest coming in, has once again urged India and Pakistan to, quote-unquote, immediately de-escalate the clashes. Remember, he has continuously urged both India and Pakistan to engage in dialogue, as Susan was also outlining for us. He has spoken to his counterparts from both sides over the last couple of days. So that's what things have looked like at this point as we continue to get you the latest coming in from different parts of India. Those have been the images that we have been getting to you from Jammu. That's what on the ground situation in Jammu has looked like. In fact, our correspondent Idris has been sharing with us more details about the ceasefire violations on part of Pakistan as well. And we also know at this point that the swarm drone attack on the Jammu airport swarm drone attack was foiled. We also know that the swarm drone attack was foiled in other locations as well, and specific details emerging through Indian defense sources about how Pakistan launched 8 missiles aimed at Satwari, Samba,